Hello, Wes. Just give me a moment. I'm just getting ready. Hope you're doing all right. Just trying to work out some details here. I think we're all set here. I really do. Hello, Pristine Green in the house. Thank you so much for being here. One more thing I want to take care of real quick. Alrighty then. So I got some interesting stuff to show you. First of all, happy Saturday. I hope to all my other self-imposed, no, what am I saying? Government-imposed quarantines on all of us. We're all under house arrest, right? Depending on which state you're in. So we'll see. All right, let me get going. I got to wake up my brain. All right, so nothing to report. As you know, the markets are closed, both the American and the Asian silver markets, gold markets for that matter as well. They're closed. Monday, it's going to be an eye-opener. We're going to see really let me get some light on the subject here. I don't know, does that look better or does the off position look better? Who knows? Anyway, it's irrelevant. I'm ugly either way. So, Monday, we're going to see which way these markets really want to go. I'm leaning towards gold going up. I'm really saying that gold is going to hit 2,000, and I hope we're all holding a little bit. Trying to just shaved, I'm just waking up here this morning. So we're going to see in the news. Let's take a look. As you're looking at this web page, I want you to ask yourself, are the other news agencies reporting this news, informing their viewers, informing their audience? Or are half the people in the United States unaware and asleep? Chicago's going after anybody who defends themselves with a firearm, defends their home. It has become illegal. Even though nobody's shot, protecting their home. Let me tell you something. If I see on television or even in real life, I see a freaking mob burning down a city, and then they're moving towards my home, what am I to think? That they're coming there for a freaking peaceful barbecue? No, you're going to protect your family, your children, everything you worked hard for. New York releases a disturbing video of dad, daughter being attacked by freaking a mob of thugs. For what reason? Who freaking knows? If you would have... I get so freaking angry, and I can say this because I lived in the city. I lived in New York. I lived in the Bronx. So I'm not just some outsider looking in, trying to pretend I know what I'm talking about. I bet you, in this mob, you want to wager how many of them are on some kind of welfare? Welfare breeds the humanity over time, over generation, out of a person, out of a family. The children start getting on welfare as they get popping out babies at 15 and 16. What kind of mentor are they to their newborns? Those newborns grow up with a deficit of morality, and then they repeat the same thing. They have children, and those children grow up with even more of a deficit of morality, pretty soon, over generations, think about this, morality and humanity are bred out of these people. This is a lot of what we're seeing in the inner city violence. I know this. I've seen it. Trump supporter, community figure, shot dead in front of his own store. Only because, only liberal Black Lives Matter, I guess. It's just a disturbing scene. And I go back to the original question. Are the other news outlets being honest with their audience? Are they reporting the news or only showing very concise clippings? If you ever get into photo editing or, more importantly, videos, you can literally cut out a picture of a fraction of a second and post that as a picture. And that's, peaceful protest. Bet you this beatdown of this this dad and daughter was quite peaceful right before the first blow was thrown. It is look at what our country's become. I'm hoping we're all showing our kids even the ugliness. They need to know. You can't shelter them anymore. You need to show them what the hell is going on. Enough of this negative news. Let's shut that down. We'll shut this down. Open this up. We'll pop this. Pop this there. All right. Let's put on some reading glasses. And let's chat. Is it me? Do you get depressed when looking at the news? Do you get angry? Do you get angry more so at the lies and the deception that is going on in reporting really what's going on here? Who is doing more to hack the elections? The Russians or the news media outlets? I'm just saying. Who is doing more to manipulate the outcome of the election? They're already laying down lies what they perceive Trump's going to do if he wins. If he wins, folks, it's obvious. Look at the news here. Look at our news. See, our news shows everybody is an anti-Trumper. So therefore, if he wins, folks, you know he cheated. And if he wins, we do agree with this kind of violence. It's your right. That's what's going on. That is really what is going on, folks. They're teaching the public that violence is okay. And you mark my words, and I said it a year ago, maybe 10 months ago in a video, that they will utilize and train the people to turn against Trump. And I mentioned in that video, that is why we don't see elected officials like Clinton's be arrested. Because the people doing the arresting will know that the news media outlets will incite the public. Hey, your president was just arrested. Oh, Clinton was just arrested. You're going to need to now stand up for your rights as a country. This is unacceptable. That is why I think we're not seeing high-end officials being arrested. Honestly, the news media outlets will stir up the frenzy. He's taken over your country. Trump's not leaving office, and he's taken over your country. All right. All right, let's take a look. Wes and Pristine Green, hello. Passarella, hello. Tom, gold afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's looking good, Tom. Carl, 28, 560. Hello, Rock and Rod, poor man stacking. Picked up some gold and silver yesterday, Taxman. That's awesome, man. That is freaking awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Kennedy Allen, thank you very much. Roan Bear, one of my moderators. It's a long time no see, Mr. Roan Bear. Thank you so much for being here. Jordan, Bill Gates. How much money is enough? How much power is enough? Jordan Winnick, thank you so much for being here. Robert McGee, I appreciate your time here. Bought 8 gold eagles 2 months ago. 8 gold eagles. Holy crap, that's a lot of cash. With the premiums, he paid $18.30. Now that prices rise, he's feeling really... I'm imagining he was feeling very bad at the time, but he's just telling me he's feeling much relief, which tells me he was feeling really bad before. I'm glad to hear that, Robert. That's awesome. Must feel good in your hands. Let's see. MSN does not report news. No, they sure don't. And by not reporting something, that is an equivalent of a lie. It's sad. It really is sad that these people who are tearing down their own country, where they had to be deceived in order to do it. Many of them just anarchists and can't do anything else with their lives. So they want to tear down the system because it's a system of hard work and self-preservation and self-reliance. And they're unable to do that. Mommy and daddy did it for them before they moved out. Now they can't do it, so we're going to burn down the system, because if I can't do it, it's an unfair system. Pan is the most reliable news. I don't know what Pan is. Perhaps you can let us know, okay? Seriously, let us know what Pan is. I've been watching Newsmax, actually, a lot, but some of the segments kind of bore me. Some of the talk shows, just kind of boring. But some of the news, they are fair and balanced, and they are reporting the news. West, no peaceful barbecue with Antifa. Oh, hell no. Cancel cable television. Yeah. Okay, who else? ZipFix. Haven't seen you in a while, ZipFix. It's really nice to have you here. Just hit 56 grams of gold and 500 ounces of silver. Have another 500 ounces ready to hit the silver hard. Have another $500 to hit the silver hard. ZipFix. No disrespect. Can you just tell me what city you are? Because anytime somebody tells me they're from New York, I am very curious. I like to know my brothers and sisters, for that matter. Copy Tech. Thank you so much for being here. Mikhail Kalishnikov. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know why. I'm one of those people, when I finish a video, I feel like I did wrong by griping about the political, what's going on. But it's just something that it fills me up, and I just need to, I don't know, I need to vent it out. And so if you're not into the my political rants or my political views, I do apologize. I mean, no disrespect to you, but that's, gotta report the news. Colloidal silver. I wish I had some. One of these days. Perhaps you can recommend a reliable place where I can buy some. Try it. Richard McCorkingdale. Thank you so much. Live on YouTube, Zemo. D's Nuts. Have not watched the news in years. Well, you really should. Regardless of what you think. You really should. I'm just saying, know your enemy. I get angry and then depressed, but you still need to look at it. Okay. Jordan Wick, the news is made to make you mad. Right. But use it and know that, but use it to make you informed. You need to know your enemy. You need to know what's going on around you. Other day, if you don't, one day you're going to be walking around a corner, you're going to hit a riot, a mob, and you're not going to know. Well, you didn't watch the news. Why are they rioting and tearing down my statues? Athena, good afternoon. Althena Delacroix, good afternoon. President Trump supporters take the streets and protest peaceful after 40-hour plus week. That's awesome. Lair Joe, News Media. It's hard to know who to trust nowadays by Passarella. Gosh, I'm so messed up with the names. Coin Group of Minnesota. I'm going to buy some more bullets. I actually went to go look at some bullets too. Every now and then I'll go, when I'm in Walmart, because I have plenty. I really do. I have plenty. But everybody always asks me, if you're going to get bullets, get them while they're on sale. Get them for your, it's okay to have 308 rounds and 7mm rounds and all your long range rounds. But definitely, if you can't defend yourself, with shooting a rifle long range, if you know what I mean, at somebody. So definitely make sure you got enough ammo to do some definitely up close self-defense, because that's the only self-defense that's legal, if you know what I mean. So don't forget your sidearms and your shotguns. I got one right there. So definitely make sure you got enough ammo to protect your home legally. I'm not saying to ignore the other weapons, but if you shoot somebody with an AR-15 at 100 yards away, you will be charged for a murder. You shoot them at 50 yards away, you will be charged for murder. You got my point? All right. But do what you got to do. If you do shoot somebody at 50 yards away, do one of these numbers in the freaking branch grinder. I'm joking. I am not. Gosh, I'll probably get arrested now. I am joking, FBI, if you're watching me. I'm joking. I kid. Okay, Little Red Pony. Who else? Sharp 35. I also invest in lead. That is an awesome investment. One of these days, I need to get myself a Beretta. I've always had a freaking hankering for a Beretta 9mm. My current one's a Sig Sauer P229 and 40 cal. I'm kind of on the fence with it. Negan is here. Negan with his barbed wire bet. Carl, thank you. Jordan, thank you. Mr. Billionaire, hello. How much power is enough? Depends on what you want to do. I always said this, Richard. Socialism and communism. Equality. It's normally sold through the disguise of equality. Is the ultimate form of slavery. Yes, it is. If we're all so equal and not allowed to achieve anything higher than equality, you're a slave. When you exist for not yourself, but for the existence of government, then you are a slave. Socialism and communism are the ultimate forms of slavery, folks. And that is what they're trying to achieve not only in this country, but worldwide. Maynard. Thank you, Maynard. Maynard's asking if you all can give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to expand my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Above and below, going to get worse before it gets better. I agree. Better just the beginning. I agree with that. You should do some prep episodes, help the people. I have done those prep episodes, but I will do what I can do. The prep episodes, they're very time-consuming and resource-consuming. And I have a job at work. I work, so it's kind of difficult. When I have a day off, I feel so burnt out, and I just don't even feel like doing anything. My wife wants me to fix a shelf in the garage right now. I just don't have the energy, mental energy, to do it. So I apologize for the excuse, but I will try I will try to do some. I can just say to everybody in support of what he just said. We saw the shelves in the grocery stores 3 or 4 months ago. We saw them. We were witness to what can happen in a grocery store when there is panic. And it wasn't just the toilet paper that you couldn't buy. I posted videos. Go back and look. 8 weeks, 12 weeks ago, I posted videos of myself walking around in multiple grocery stores where the shelves were 95% empty. We saw that was a lesson that now we can all say we've witnessed it. Many times, people give advice on what they're going to do when the shit hits the fan. And there's some freaking 17, 18-year-old who's never even been through a shit hit the fan. Are you freaking kidding me? We've never experienced. We've only heard about through YouTube channels what can happen to the food supply in an economic or pandemic. We've only heard about it. We now witnessed it and know that is true. Why am I saying this? Get your food supplies now. Get your hygiene products now. There's no problem with having 8 tubes of toothpaste in your house. Get a couple of 100 rolls or 100 rolls of toilet paper, depending on the amount of people in your home. I can tell you this right now. For just my wife and I think we have close to 150 rolls of TP in the house. Get your food. Get things and think outside the box. What can I cook if the water's turned off? What can I cook if the gas or electricity's turned off? You have to prepare for those situations. For me, I got multiple ways to cook. I got a smoker. I apologize. I have propane. I have kerosene. I have multiple avenues that I prepared for. My heating and cooling in the home are the same way. I have multiple fuels and multiple apparatuses to use those fuels to supply my heating and my lighting for that matter. These flashlights, I have it apart right now because I'm changing out the battery. This is one of those flashlights that has 5 modes. In moon mode, that is the lowest setting. Can burn, can be left on for 2 to 3 weeks straight. It's a Phoenix. It's not focusing. You can't even find these anymore, but I think on eBay. On moon, it'll illuminate this room on moon mode. You can read on moon mode. You can leave it on for 24 hours, 2 to 3 weeks. Now, obviously, who leaves a flashlight on for 24 hours? That tells you that if you're using it sparingly, it'll last maybe a month and a half. You have a half a dozen of these type of flashlights around the house. You got lighting. Prepare outside the box. So I'm hearing I should have bought the dinars. And I'm glad if they went to a fraction of a cent. Is that down? From $3 to a fraction of a cent. So I'm glad I don't have any. I've been trying to get my hands on some. Don't know where to get them. Don't know which ones to get because I heard there's only certain years or beyond a certain year you should buy. But I'm glad I think now is probably the best time to get some dinars, especially... I would love to get my hands on a few 100 dinars. Okay. Water too. Water filtration. Prepare for that. Prepare multiple ways how to not only filtrate your water, but sterilize your water. Look at some of the other videos. There's a lot of great videos out there. Southern Prepper. He shows a lot of, in his older stuff that is. He's become a salesman now, so to speak. But some of his older videos are really Exceptional. Southern Prepper. Solar generators this guy's talking about. Yeah. I don't. My wife wanted a generator, and the thing about it is, in a shit hit the fan situation, you got the amount of gas that is in the generator at the time. And once it runs out, and to me that's, depending on the price of the generator and its capability, you're talking about a $700-800 piece of equipment. So you put that expense in for about an hour's worth of gas, 2 hours, okay, even 5 hours worth of electricity, gas. I don't find that to be, I don't know. I'm up in the air with the whole generator thing. You know what I mean? And I know people say, well, you can take the gas out of your cars, but what if you have to get the hell in the car a day or two after you took the gas out of your car to bail out of your home? Oh shit, we used the gas up in the generator. Sorry, honey, we're going to be burnt alive to a crisp in our home because there's a mob out front. I don't know. There's all these things you got to think about. I mean, you really got to get thinking on how you're going to do things if electricity gets turned off, gas gets turned off, water gets turned off. Your work, no more work. You can't get gas. You got to really plan for what's coming. And he's right. Something is coming. You have not seen nothing yet. Something is coming. And I urge you all to prepare prep-wise, not just silver and bullets. You need to fill your belly. You need to fill your children's belly when this happens. And I am telling you, there's some shit coming down. And it's coming down quick. This has just been a practice run. Trust me. I would love to get some solar power, but again, it's very expensive. It really is. Saves the food in the fridge. What saves the food in the fridge? Cajun Jameis just says, save the food in the fridge. Dollars. Solar panel is quite clean. I agree. Make a gasifier attachment. I've heard and saw videos on that. Finally caught one of your live streams. That's by Peter Oro. Peter Oro has been with me for quite some time. Thank you so much. Spartus of Thracian. Thank you very much for being here. Kennedy Allen. Something Wicked This Way Comes. I read that book. Awesome freaking book. Awesome book. Something Wicked This Way Comes. And it was like for a 13-year-old, I read it. And it was something like, if I can recall, like 2 inches thick. Predator 2000, quite good on fuel and low cost from Harbor Freight. That is the generator that Harbor Freight's, and he's not the only one. Oh, I see what you're saying. The generator will save food that's in the refrigerator. Gotcha. Appreciate it. Thank you. See, I don't know much about the generator. I would love to get one, though. I definitely would love to get one, but at cost, Let's see who else is here. I don't want to make this a long live stream, but I just really want to talk about some of these things that we don't normally talk about. Pristine Green. I got a lantern that will stay lit for 30 days straight and in low mode. Pristine Green. That's awesome. And I don't know what lantern you got. I'm very curious. But I have also a shitload of camping gear. Pretty new, too. I got it. What's the hell is the name of that? It's irrelevant what the store is. But I got like a 3/4 dome tent that already packed up in a backpack. I got, I believe, 4 multi-fuel Coleman lamps, the old kind that you pump up and put in the little cloth globes or whatever you call them. They're not bad. They're Coleman multi-fuel. They can burn on unleaded or the Coleman fuel or just gasoline. I got, I think, 3 or 4 of them. I got, I would say, about 3 of these types of flashlights. Here's one right here. I think I did a video on this one. The battery might be dead. But this one has, the more you turn it, the higher it goes. And then it has an emergency strobe light. It has the red light that strobes, the green light that strobes. But in low mode, it takes just one of these CR batteries. In low mode, it'll burn for like a week, 2 weeks straight. It just takes one of these. This is also a Phoenix light. This is the Phoenix CL0900. This is meant as a lantern. This globe is permanently fixed. So you hang it from a string in the middle of a room or a tent. And it'll light up this entire room in low mode, let alone bright. There's, so I'm a big flashlight proponent. I would say about 3 different types of flashlights. I know this looks like a sexual toy, but I trust me, it's not. This one also has the airline or whatnot globes that attach to the flashlights, and again, these light up in various colors if you need them to. But definitely get yourself some flashlights. Definitely get yourself some decent knives, but I want to make sure you understand something. You're not looking to look tactical. Okay, you don't need to buy the most expensive freaking flashlights or the most expensive gun or the most expensive knives you can find. You want them to be quality, but yet cost effective. Alrighty? So definitely, one of these days I need to break out some freaking knives and show you, because you're going to need various knives to split wood if you need to bug out, or even outside your home. If your electricity gets turned off and gas, you need some fuel, you might be looking at some freaking dead trees around your neighborhood. But you're going to need something to split them, and sometimes an axe is not the most efficient way to split. You got big knives that are actually designed to do that. But that's why, Jimmy Licari, you stock up on batteries. This battery is approximately 5 years old. I just took it out of the flashlight for changing. It's dead now. So, now it actually might be 4 years old. So, if you get yourself an abundance of flashlight batteries, and I like these batteries, I like flashlights that use these batteries, you will find that you're doing awesome. I think I got the Rat. I got a knife called the Rat something. It's a long one. It's used for survival. Just look up Rat knife, R-A-T. I got one of those. I got a few others. I love my Spyderco's. Also the multi-tool, those multi-tools. I got one of those. They're freaking awesome as well. So get yourself a bunch of things. No, I haven't, Braveheart. I haven't lost my sense of humor at all. Thank you. But definitely, you don't want to get you don't, let's face it, we all would love to be able to afford a Benchmade knife. But freaking A, I got my Rat, and it has some of the highest reviews. And I think I got my Rat at $40, $50. A Benchmade? Freaking hundreds of dollars? No, if you want to be cool and look cool around your friends, yeah, okay, go get it. And if you got the money, Cold Steel is definitely a decent knife. Absolutely. Let me actually look up that Rat knife real quick. Just bear with me, would you? Rat knife. R-A-T knife. I forgot which one I got. Okay, and it wants to look up. Let's take a look. Google. So definitely get yourself a knife. I mean, you run out of bullets, you got a knife. I'm looking it up right now. Just be patient. Ontario, that's what it is. So it's by a company called Ontario. Let me show you the screen, please. Boom, boom, a boom. So they're by Ontario, and this is the style I got, but I think it's like the Rat 7 is what I got. Now the 7 shows the blade size. It is the blade size. Lousy picture. Let's see if that one comes in any clearer. Nope. But yeah, there it is. So it's got a nice handle. That's actually my knife right there. And it's meaty. And the metal is a quality metal. And it's made for work. Okay? You can do what you need to do, if you know what I mean, with this knife. However, it's also made to survive in the wilderness. And let's take a look at the price. Let's take a look. I want to get off of this site because that's a... let's go to shopping. Rat 7. So, you know, you could see some of these knives. That's the 5 is $72. Okay, so it's gone up a little bit. I got the Rat 7. Let's take a look and see if I can search specifically for that. And don't listen to me. Look at the reviews. Type in Rat 7 or Ontario knife reviews. So you can get it right now for $86 at Walmart. $72 at Knife Country. Oh, that's the 5. I'm sorry. Here's the 7. So it's a really nice knife. It comes with a sheath, or you can make your own Kydex sheath. I would love to make my own Kydex. But obviously you can go and order your sheaths pre-made. So Ontario makes an excellent survival knife. Again, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Let me get the screen back up, please. Badoom, badoom, badoom. There we go. So what did you think of that knife? Cold steel, yeah, they're, like I said, they are awesome knives as well. There's so many to choose. But that knife I showed you, I forgot what the process is called when you have a big branch and you put the knife on top of the branch and you use a hammer to hammer on the tip to drive it through the branch. It's called, I forgot what the process is called, but that knife is designed, is strong enough to withstand the pounding of another rock when you're trying to split a log or split wood for a fire or something. That's the kind of metal that knife is, okay? And that's what they tell you to. I forgot when using a knife. Let me do that again. I'm going to actually look that up. Let me see. Using a knife. It's called something. Google. Let's Google that. Google use a knife. Using knife blade to split wood. It's called, I think they're calling it batoning, B-A-T-O-N, but I thought it was something else. But there's plenty of videos on how to do it as well. And basically it's called batoning. What you do is you put your knife on the top of the branch. And like here's your branch, you put the knife there so it looks like a T. Your handle's on this side. Your point is here, and you take a rock and you literally pound it on the point or the front end of your knife, and you drive that blade through the wood. That's what that knife is designed, and it holds an edge like you would not believe. It really does. And if you swing that knife at somebody, it's like swinging a sword. I mean, that's the weight of that knife. Stream lights, they're very expensive. Dave Ramsey is paid to sell stocks and bonds. He is basically... the only thing I agree with Dave Ramsey about is getting rid of debt. But... he advises you, once your debt is paid off, to go into stocks and bonds. So I wish he would, for those people who believe in diversification, I wish he would at least say that. Hey, get into a little bit of gold, get into a little bit of silver, get into a little bit of stocks and bonds. I wish he would be honest. Because precious metals would take away his paycheck. That's why. He's known for getting people out of debt. Yeah, so the Ontario knife, that's what it is. Yeah, it's called batoning. So and if you take a look at a batoning video, you can branch off by looking at other, when you look at the video, you'll see on the right side other recommended videos, and you can literally go down the rabbit hole on survival videos and really teach you how to survive. I will honestly say I have learned some of the best financial lessons from Dave, Peter Oro. Relentless hate for precious metals. If you can give me, everybody here, if you're new, give me a thumbs up. Just look at that little icon that looks like that. Demon Hunter, the silent majority cannot be silent anymore. I agree. I think we're getting tired of being passive. And that's one thing the conservatives are guilty of being passive. I also will say that they're also busy working. A lot of people who are protesting are paid protesters. That is their job. The people who hold signs in the street, those peaceful protesters of the past, they didn't have a job. Most people don't have jobs, and they want to take money away from people who do have jobs in the form of social services. They want to enact laws to make burglary legal. What do I mean by that? They send their politicians to Washington to impose higher taxes on the people who work. That is legalized burglary, legalized theft. Anyway, I got to run now. I'm going to go to Home Depot. I appreciate everybody's time on this wonderful Saturday. You folks take care. As soon as I started talking politics, I lost 20 views. I'm talking in 15 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds. I just looked. Before it was 89. It's dropped down to 66. Wow, a lot of people do not like me to talk about politics. Anyway, when you speak the truth, it burns the ears. Take care, folks. Have a great day.